Oh, you gotta go to the church. Well, you went to the store, huh? Yeah, I like corny music. I'll have it right to it. Anything to pump my spirit. What's happening? Who likes a little afternoon delight? Well, I'm an afternoon delight. You got me?
Started out this morning feeling so polite. I always thought a fish could not be caught who didn't bite. But you got some beta waiting and a little afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
All right. Happy Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. That's some country and western shit, ain't it? I like that little old song, Afternoon Delight.
We can make a lot of loving for the sun gone down. Thinking of you's working up an appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together make a spark ignite. And the thought of rubbing you is getting so exciting. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
I'll be tripping.
Afternoon delight.
Ooh, they got the building almost done up here.
Afternoon delight.
Yep.
Afternoon delight.
AKR. Hello.
Afternoon delight.
This is gonna be 10 to 11. Damn, my ankle popped out of place.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold dark night, when everything's a little clearer in the light of day, and we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you's working up my appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together make the sparks ignite, and the thought of loving you is getting so exciting. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Started out this morning feeling so polite. I always thought a fish could not be caught who didn't bite. But you got some beta waiting and I think I might like nibbling a little afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Be waiting for me, baby, when I come around. We can make a lot of loving for the sun gone down. Thinking of you's working up an appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together make a spark ignite, and the thought of rubbing you is getting so exciting. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight.
That ain't everybody's business. That's better, black people.
Just take some time, let me try to find the words I want to say to you. I've been searching my mind, I've got to find the reasons I feel
That guy, he was trying to catch up with me. I crossed the street and went around. I know he was, because I used to see him in the park when I walked in the park. And he was walking a dog. I fooled him. I crossed the street. Because I ain't got my mask on. I ain't trying to strike up no conversation with nobody. Now I just found out my neighbor across the street, Miss Gloria. She was 93 years old. I used to do work for her. She got it now. That's across the street from my house. Corbett got her. Across the street from my house. I'm being too careful. That shit is real. My girlfriend Tracy, that we used to work together at Marshall, she had it. There's two personal people I never had, man. That shit is serious. That COVID-19, I'm starting to find out personal people that I know that had it. I don't have the rights to the music. For entertainment purposes only. What's happening, Albert Lumpkin? Hi. Akir. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna be out here till 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do a full hour today. My ankle ain't feeling that great, but I got to. I've been eating sweets, y'all. I've been eating sweets. Oh my God. Every time I say I'm gonna be out here a whole hour, my ankle be like, crack! No, you're not. Damn. got doing across the street. Somebody across the street working on the car. This phone now that I gotta learn how to work it. That's my jam right there, y'all. I'm gonna play that one again. What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What you on? What you on and what you on? I'm so happy today is Sunday and it's so nice out here today. It's beautiful. You feeling me? I mean, Chicago been cold for so freaking long. I'm so happy and the sun shining. Ooh, yeah. It's about time. It is about time. Ooh, the pretty daisies out here. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what that is. Uh-oh. There you go. Where'd you guys go? So, you know, every 5 years, we think differently. I started on that on one of my videos and I didn't finish about that. You know, when you get 10, you don't think like you did when you was 5. And when you get 15, you certainly don't think like you did when you was 10. When you get 20, you don't think like you did when you was 15. 25, well, you be thinking you getting a little old, you a little slick, a little older. You certainly don't think like you did when you was just first 20. When you get 40, you don't think like you did when you was 35. When you get 55, you don't think like you did when you was 50. Cause you be like, shit, I'm getting closer to 60. You feel me? But when you get 58, you be like, damn, thinking about your forefathers. Like, oh, they only made it to 47, or they only made it to X age, whatever age. You know, I just want to say thank you, God, for another day. I enjoy every bit of, I don't take anything for granted these days. Nothing. So many of my family members are not here anymore. And I just want to enjoy every day, each and every day. You know, I used to live a really reckless life at some point in my time. Well, I lived a religious life. I lived a reckless life. I lived a drug life. I've lived different lives. But this life, this period in time, I think I seemed like I kind of got it together. You know, I just want to enjoy life on life terms. You know, you got a bill due, pay that motherfucker. You got the money to pay it. You know, you want to go to the Bahamas? Get the ticket. Let's go. Well, we can't do that shit now. It's so sunny, I can't even see. Can't do it now. My phone dirty. Okay. Can't exactly do that now. These are the things we took for granted. These are things we took for granted. Being able to get on the plane and just go. Took those things for granted. You know. But always try to hold on to a penny, so you know when a circumstance come up, you kind of got it right there already. Don't spend all your little change up at one time. Talking to them youngsters now, and some grown folks need to hear it. Don't spend every dime you get right then. Save. All men should be independent. A man should keep money in his pocket. You know, he should. He should keep money in his pocket. Lines and shit starting to come in my face. I don't know who all looking, but they got an eye for one. A man should keep a pocket full of money. By any means necessary. No, I'm just kidding. Not any means necessary. You want to be legal, because once you get in the prison system, it seems like you can't never get out. Unfortunately, I have a younger brother that can attest to that. He spent all his years from 18 years old, in and out, in and out. And he's 55 now, in and out of prison. All them, you know, all that time. So, it might have saved his life, who knows? But my point is, do the right thing so you don't wind up going to prison. Because that's just like going into slavery. You don't own yourself no more, they own you. It's like being a damn slave. Think about it. You in chains and shit. Handcuffs, those are chains. Just like in the slavery days. You know. So, I don't know what's going to become of this COVID thing. And it's going to be a new norm. Because you know it's not going to go back to the same thing. First of all, everybody's going to be paranoid. Shit. You ain't going to want to be too quick to be all up on somebody and somebody being all up on you. You know. Just be careful. This shit ain't no joke. Whew, Lord. Let me see. I've been real lazy about my book lately. I have everything in my head. I have a lot of stuff wrote down, and I have materials. I have video. I have cassette tape on my phone recorder full of stuff. I just can't seem to pull it all together, and it's just so much shit, so much stuff, you know. And like, I have to put it to cut it off at some point, but I'm still trying to fit all the middle stuff in. It's just so much stuff. Yeah, and then I get overwhelmed and say, fuck it, I ain't doing none of it. I never get it wrote like that, y'all. I need some help. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get more. My son said originally, he said, just get the blueprint out. Just get the blueprint. I'm still trying to get the blueprint out. That's it, that's all. So that's where I'm at with that. Diamond in the Dirt, all over the place. By Theresadiva1. I just can't, I don't focus on that all the time. I want to. Like, it's like 1 month I'll be excited about it. And I'll do this, that, and the third. Next month, I'll be like, it just be sitting there. So then sometime in between 3 o'clock in the morning, bathroom break, I might add something. Then on another day, 2 o'clock in the morning, bathroom break, I'm on Facebook. That's the life. That's the life we're living in right now, boy. It ain't even nothing to get, any hour of the day is somebody on Facebook. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4. You know they're going to be on there on regular hours. From 6 a.m. Till midnight. But after midnight, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I used to think when I went to sleep, the whole world went to sleep. Who else used to think like that? I used to think like that. When I went to sleep, the whole world went to sleep. I never knew people was up 24/7. Shit, 24/8 in some cases. Shit. Yeah. It's funny the little things that, like my mother, I always talk to my mother about many different things. One of the things, we always discuss about how I remember stuff from so many years ago, because my long-term remembrance is so exquisite and excellent. Like, I remember pulling myself up in the baby bed, and I still had the little plastic diapers on. I remember that. That little baby picture that be in my stories, I'm on my father's lap. I remember taking that picture. I was an arm baby, and I remember taking that picture. So my brain, I can remember that stuff. It's like all the foul things I've ever done in my life. My long-term remembrance was never affected by it. My short-term remembrance is very jacked up. I be tripping myself out, but I be fighting it, and I be determined to remember certain things. I have to fight. I have to fight to make sure, because if I can't remember, then that's the beginning of Alzheimer's. And I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. That's got to be horrifying, to not know who somebody is that you've known all your life, and the different things that the people with Alzheimer's go through. Dementia or whatever. I get it mixed up on what's the difference is. I think dementia is a part of Alzheimer's, or vice versa. It's like one or the other anyway. What's happening, Mike? What's happening, Mikey? Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I thought you was online. I guess you just sent a message. I was thinking, well, one time my son told me, and I talk about my son all the time, because he got me in this frame of mind in the first place, with the health kick and drinking more water and eating healthy and no sugar and doing my walk and talk. And he had mentioned one time that I should do a podcast. I wonder if I could have enough followers to follow me if I did a podcast. And what would I talk about? I could barely think about what to talk about on Walk and Talk. So, let's see how many minutes I've been on here. 24 minutes. That's all. Okay. 24 minutes. I usually talk for 30 minutes. Here lately, this is what I've been doing. I talk for 30 minutes. And then I play it back. And by the time I'm done playing it back, that'd be my whole hour outside. That's what I've been doing. So, I should have talked for the whole hour for a change, but what am I going to talk about? I talk about I was married for 35 years, right? Well, the first 25 years were good. And after that, we were pretty much doing our own thing. So when we started doing our own thing, we had that understanding and we were cool with it. He did his thing and I did my thing. And we were both doing our thing. And, he had a girlfriend. I had many boyfriends. And that's what was up. So I was saying all that to say that, that was a long time ago and I've settled down. I'm not even that same person anymore. Just to throw that out there. Okay. And I didn't sleep with everybody either. So I ain't no hoe. Let's be clear. It take a lot to get close to me. Because I don't let nobody get close to me. So consider yourself very fortunate when I let you in my circle of trust. Okay. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying was, in these relationships, I had a couple of relationships in between. So I seen other couples. It was a couple that I knew. Well, this guy, he was very abusive toward my friend. He was very abusive, and she has low self-esteem. She felt worthless, and a lot of things to let that shit go down, like how he used to do. And I had to actually just stop being her friend, because I already kicked his ass. The way he was doing her. And see, and I don't like to get in the middle of relationships like that. So I just cut you off altogether, because we'll get into it. I'll be into it with him, and then she'll be right back with him, and I'm doing too much. So I have to, I can't want something more for somebody than they want for themselves. So I was saying all of that to say that for the young ladies, like I always say, the ladies that are out there in those kind of relationships where the guy got you scared to death. If you leave me, I'll kill you. One of those type of guys. You can do a couple of things, post some hot grits on his ass and get him right. Okay, I'm not an abusive person, but I mean, if he blackening your eye, breaking your ribs, and y'all fighting all the time because he don't have any self-esteem, and he don't want to see you have any, and he that controlling, then, but the thing is, pack your shit and get stepping. If you got kids, pack y'all shit and get to stepping. It's help out here. It's places, it's shelters, domestic violence shelters, and things like that. Dial 311, get the information. You don't have to put up with that. And then don't be scared. Don't be scared. I was in a relationship for 10 years. It wasn't a violent, physically violent relationship. But I was just comfortable, and I was scared to walk away. I knew it wasn't working. But for years, I stayed there because for comfortability and it was just comfortable, and I hated change. I just was so sick and fucking tired and sick and tired of starting over and starting over and starting over and starting over. You know. When I walked away in 2015, I was truly done with it on that level. You know, I was done with it pretty much, period. But definitely that staying together level and all of that, it just, you know. I always said the next man I be with, he gonna have to be my husband. Because I need security at my age. I need to know you gonna be there for me. I need to know you are there for me. You know, and I ain't ready for all of that. Because I'm independent and I'm good. And I can handle what I need myself for now. I know I'm burning some calories. I'm starting to sweat on my nose and stuff. Man, I'm getting deep, ain't I? Shit. If I put this energy in my book, I have the damn book wrote. Oh my God. Well, you guys, let's see. 31 minutes. What the hell are we looking at? 31 minutes. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun when I was coming up. I just want to share when I was coming up. Me. My biological mother and grandmother and auntie and uncle and them, we all stayed on the west side of Chicago. And I was staying with my biological dad. And then about when I turned 12, I started staying with my mom and my stepdad. Well, both my dads were named Mac. Okay, I had two daddies. My biological father was William McLove, and he was in World War II, and I was his only daughter. So I know what unconditional love is from a man. And my daddy, he loved me. I was his baby doll. Do you hear me? That little baby picture where I'm sitting on his lap, I have in my stories. I was his baby doll. And I was super spoiled. I was super spoiled, and I manipulated. These are things that I didn't even know I was doing. I didn't know. I didn't know if I throw a tantrum, I'd get my way. But I learned that if I throw a tantrum, I got my way. So then I was wearing this shit out. But being spoiled is not good. Just like a spoiled piece of meat. If you let a piece of meat sit up there and get spoiled, it gets stinky and nasty, and after a while flies and shit will be on. Being spoiled is not necessarily a good thing. You get to a place people can't stand you because you're so spoiled. It's sickening. People want to beat that ass because it's ridiculous, you know. So that's how I was. So when I came to stay with my mama at 12, that shit was over with. That shit was over with and gone. Because my stepdad didn't play that shit. He didn't play it at all. He whooped that ass. I believe he beat me the worst. Cause why? My mouth. Give me some water, Ree. What you think I'm your Hazel? Ain't none of your damn Hazel. Whoop my ass. He bought me a car. And I was partying too much. And instead of opening up the business, I was at the disco floor. On the disco floor. All night long. Till they said, last call for alcohol. I was be the last one out of there. Every night. My mother was like, Ree, you're 15 years old. Who goes out every night? I was like, I do mine. And all my friends do. And so anyway, I went back and forth. So I went back and forth on that because I was like 18 when I was given a business to open up, and I couldn't make it. And my stepfather, he took the car. He took my car. And I told my father, I'll take his ass to court. And I said that fine. Oh my God, I never seen him get so mad and angry. He hit that table, and anybody that knew him knew he had big ass hands. He's a big man, and his hands was big as your head. He hit that table. I thought the damn table was gonna break in half. And he was like the audacity of me talking to him like that, as much as he done for me. You ungrateful little bitch, you. That's what he really wanted to say. You learn, you live, and you learn. So like I said, I hope you can hear me. Like I say, every 5 years you think so much different. So now that I'm 58, I know better now. Now I can get in my grandkids in them asses. When they be acting all a certain kind of way. My grandson, Kayvon, I was like, shit, why don't you get your government phone? Grandma, he actually got mad at me. Grandma, please. Me with a government phone? Come on now. Don't even talk to me like that. I'm like, little motherfucker, I had 7 government phones. Ain't nothing wrong with government phones. Before it was against the law, I had 7 of them. I had 7 numbers. And I didn't run out of minutes for the month. I'm just saying, now I can take all my energies and everything and know-hows and give it to my kids and my grandkids these days. Yeah. I be watching everything. That car was pulling up on me, but he was pulling up to go in that alley behind me. But I be watching. Like, you ain't gonna sneak up on me and do shit. I'm gonna have your ass. I'm gonna be right on point at all times. Cause I'm Theresadiva1. Me? You thought I would do any less? Think again. What's happening, y'all? Who on my line? Probably ain't hardly nobody. Y'all will see it later then. Whoever in on here, I ain't got my glasses. Akir, Cy, Albert Lumpkin, Marino, Darrell Williams. Okay. All right. How many minutes I've been out here? 38. Oh my God. I can't get over this beautiful day. Man. Hallelujah. This is a good, feel good day. And it really feel good when my ankle ain't hurt. That baby be popping in and out. Right now, I'm all good. I'm all good, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna walk all the way down here to this bench down here and then come back, which is in the park side, but it's still like in the back of my house right here. So this is the school. It's not the public park. Just fortunate enough to have a park school park in the back of my house. I don't have to go out to the public park, even though we're not supposed to be out there anyway, to the public park. But ain't nobody around, and that's what counts. That's what's up. Ooh. Nope, I ain't gonna sit down. Keep moving. Psych. I ain't gonna sit down. Look at that dog over there. He behind closed gates though. See him? See him? See. What? See, let's see. Can't see him.
Anything wrong over here?
Nope. Nothing, I was standing there. I know, let him stay behind the gate. That guy said, look, I was trying to film the dog, and the owner came out and said, what's going on? He was talking to the dog. He was like, what's going on, man? What's going on? He was like, what's going on, man? What's going on? And I say, nothing wrong with him. He say, what's going on? He was talking to the dog. He was like, what's going on? And I was like, nothing. I was just standing here. And then he was like, something about behind the gate. I was like, keep him behind the gate. Keep him behind the gate. That big ass dog. And I got the fuck out of Dodge. So now I'm on my block. And, oh gosh. It's always somebody that seems like they gotta wind up looking me in my face while I'm doing my thing. And I guess it's okay. Car backing up. Damn. She's looking dead in my face. Yeah, I'm getting some shit done today, y'all. See how I'm sweating? That car was going back and forth. I'm tired now, y'all. What time is it? I can do 15 more minutes. Fuck it. I got this whole hour this time. A whole hour on tape. I always say I was gonna do that. I ain't talking about a whole lot. Because every time I start talking about something, then I get sidetracked. I know that guy didn't come out of the alley all the way on this block just to be nosy. Let me see. That guy across the street there? No, okay. Oh, no. Okay, no. I think he live over there. Oh, okay. I thought that was the guy from where I was in the alley. I mean, not in the alley. The back side of the park, before you get to the alley, it's a gate. I was over by that way, walking, coming back home, coming this way, making a U-turn. I thought that was that guy, but I don't guess that's him. That's what I was saying. Gotta watch everything. All these little busybodies out here. Somebody gonna barbecue. She got some coal. Oh, that's right. I know that's right. Shit, I could barbecue, but it ain't nobody gonna eat it up. Since me doing all of that. The wind is blowing. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's put some music on. I'm tired of talking. Let's turn around right here. Let's see. 46 minutes. Okay. All right. So a good 14 minutes left. So anyway, that bad relationship I was talking about earlier, see how I get off of it? Just walk away. Just walk away. Don't let no man get in your head like that and mess you up. You know, I'm very headstrong. You know, I'm very headstrong. You can only get in my head if I want you to. If I want you to. Remember that. If I want you to. Other than that, I'm not conforming to too much of anything. It's all bull crap. Oh, Lord. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know it's people sleep in on Sunday, and it's not too many people online right now. But you will see it later. And so, what you on? What you on? What you on? What's your mammy on? What your pappy on? Your auntie, your uncles? What y'all on? What's your social? How much money you got? Let me see in your pockets. Let me see the pockets. Let me get a bill about you. Nigga, look in your sock. You always forget to look in your motherfucking sock. Look in your sock, give me the bill, and let me keep it moving. What was your neighbors on? What was your spouse on? Did y'all make love last night? Was it good? Wonder what that's like. Oh Lord, I like to just talk shit, y'all. I'm just talking shit. That's what I do. This is Theresadiva1. That's what I do. Ah, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Trying to cover up the speaker so the wind blowing you can still hear. I've been out here now. Damn. 49 minutes. Couldn't say 50, had to say 49. Okay, I'm getting that, oh damn it. I'm getting there. I did my whole 1 hour walk and talk on live. And somebody can look at it later. Yes, they can. I got 3,500 friends. I know somebody gonna see it. What y'all think about that? 3,500 friends. 99% of my mail. You know, women, they too full of shit and too catty. And they haters. However, I do have a handful of people that do support me. Okay? All right. Well, let's see what kind of music I can put on. I have the rights to the music for entertainment purposes only. This is my jam. She be blowing this. Shaka Khan.
Trouble, little angel. Inconsistent, flying blind most of the time. Drama queen. Reading and untangling.
I don't know all the words.
Wings, captured by her dreams. Desperately she sings. Little baby, open up your heart. Don't you be afraid to feel.
Damn, this is good.
Little baby, hiding deep inside. Don't you know your love can heal? Trouble, little angel, inconsistent, flying blind most of the time. Don't know
I missed this. I missed this.
always rearrange.
Miss driving that lift, boy.
Wreckage of her life, ever falling time.
I'm gonna find out what paid the most. My home care or my unemployment. That's what's gonna depend on what I'm gonna be doing.
Open up your eyes. Don't you be afraid to feel. Little baby, hiding deep inside. Don't you know your love can
Blowing that. One day you'll fly.
One day you'll fly.
Yes. That's, oh my goodness. All right, y'all. It's been 55 minutes. That's close enough. Thank you so much. And if you see Tyler Perry, Ricky Smiley, or 50 Cent, I'm still need to holler at them about that reality. Running low. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye, and I'll see you around the way.